That's how we started. That's how we start. So we'll alternate, put a little pressure on ourselves. This is the court that we scrimmage on during practice. I got a good eye for this room.
So you're used to this one?
Let's see, I missed my first one. I'm talking my game up.
Green.
The green, and that is it. 1 million BC.
Give me that. Give me that BC, boy.
There's some new exciting thing.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. The 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, we'll be watching the Minnesota Timberwolves playing against the New York Knicks in New York. For the Knicks, home game to start the season. You know the crowd's going to be fired up. The players are going to look to feed off that energy. We'll see if they can come away with a win here in Game 1 of the new year. And you love the build-up to a new season. Lots of anticipation. Shaq, what are you looking for?
There were some VIMs this offseason.
Very interesting moves.
Oh, you like that? Okay,
yeah.
I understand. And you got to understand, that kind of shift, that right there can shift the balance of power.
Wow. Last year, the Eastern and Western Conference was balanced out. Well, we'll see if the trend reverses this year.
And that'll take it right up the tip as we go courtside.
Always a ton of style coming through the tunnel in New York City. The Knicks confident and composed as they get set to take their home court. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. And a view of the skyscrapers of Midtown Manhattan from high above the East River here in New York City. Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the New York Knicks here in New York. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Karl-Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. Here's what the Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Tuesday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Thursday, they'll be taking on Klay Thompson and the Golden State Warriors.
You know, it might sound cliche, but a road trip like this one is a great time for this team to build chemistry on and off the court. Chemistry absolutely matters in the NBA, and these are the kinds of opportunities teams need to build it.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Wiggins and Covington are the forward pair. The tandem at the 1 and the 2, Teague and Culver. And it's Towns in at the 5. And for the Knicks, Barrett and Knox are the wingmen. It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. And it's Smith in at the 1 spot. Doris, there is nothing like opening night in the NBA. Every fan base just teeming with optimism for the upcoming season.
I think all of us are just so thrilled to have NBA basketball back. There's no losses in the losing column. Everybody's happy. Let's tip it off and go.
And guys have that little step, and these first weeks of the season are always exciting.
Oh, no doubt. Everybody's bursting with enthusiasm. Players are fresh.
And Greg, talking to scouts about R.J. Barrett, they love the athleticism. But what makes him especially good is the work ethic and the confidence.
Yeah, some elite prospects will take plays off. This guy never does. He's not one that sits around and reads his press clippings. He's a warrior, a leader, and he's proven to be a winner.
The first one falls. And for a lot of these kids, Greg, it's interesting how quickly teams expect them to get up to speed. Case in point, R.J. Barrett.
Yeah, I mean, he had only the 1 year of college, already being asked to produce. Fortunately, he's very mature for his age and generally plays up to the level of competition.
Both shots good from the stripe. And a trying summer for the New York Knicks fans after trading away Porzingis. They were hoping to get a big-name player in free agency, Greg, and they didn't.
You know, shocking they refused to offer the max to Kevin Durant. I mean, there were concerns with the Achilles, but instead he ends up in Brooklyn. Combine that with fans' disappointment at missing out on Zion Williamson, and the saga continues.
Smith outside. Covington against Randall. 5 to shoot. For 3, Smith. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. About a minute played so far here in the first. Wiggins passes to Towns over Robinson, and that one hits back iron. And here are the Knicks. Pass to Randall, and he banks in the layup.
Really good patience from Kevin Knox, understanding how to deliver a pass on time and on target.
Here's Towns. No good on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
The shot's good from Smith. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. A three-pointer, Wiggins. It's rebounded by New York. This is the first they're seeing of the Timberwolves here. First game of the NBA's regular season for them.
And in their 2 matchups last season, they came up empty both times. Not really too shocking when you see how they fared overall.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, thanks, Kevin. I was able to talk with David Fizdale for just a moment. He said that Karl-Anthony Towns is arguably the most gifted offensive center in the league today. Kevin, you better believe their defense is keyed on slowing him down.
Thank you, David. Covington with the bucket.
Robert Covington being opportunistic in the mid-range. Go to work, young Co.
The Knicks have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Teague against Smith. Barrett wide open, he fires. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Takes the 3. And it's Towns missing. New York with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Randall left side. It's good, the assist that time from Smith.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
No doubt, Greg. On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string. Boy, when you think about the skill that Karl-Anthony Towns has, and you realize he's just getting started in the league, his future is truly off the charts. By the midpoint of his career, we could be talking about him as one of the most skilled big men to ever play the game.
The free throw drops for Towns. And with the offensive tool set of Karl-Anthony Towns, Doris, he could see MVP consideration in the future.
Well, what we know about Karl-Anthony Towns certainly is that each and every night he has a major impact for his team. And consider, he's still growing as a player and ironing out some areas. But this guy is going to be a star for a long time, no doubt.
Timberwolves trail by 7. Lets it go with a 3. That shot off. The Knicks go the other way with it.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Teague can't hit.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
And the 3 ball is good. Knox has got 5 now.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end, Greg. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Culver with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Teague's got the ball, and it's slammed in by Teague.
Well, Kevin, Jeff Teague leaks out perfectly, uses his speed to beat everybody up the floor.
Pass to Barrett from 17 feet out. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Teague drives in, got a hand on it. Smith outside, throws it up high. The slam dunk by Robinson.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Yep, that one goes.
Well, you think the body up to Wiggins will throw him off. It doesn't help at all.
In the corner, Knox with it. No one near him. Rebounded by Covington. Timberwolves trail by 12. Here's Wiggins. Lays it up off the glass. He's got 6.
Boy, his shot looks deadly right now. Already, he's hit 3 of 4 to start.
No one near Smith as he lets it go. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Culver passes to Towns. And the layup's good off the glass. Towns has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Timberwolves. New York's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's his first foul. And the Timberwolves call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up. And let's take a look at Karl-Anthony Towns' numbers. Great showing for him last season. He averaged about 24 points a game last year, 12 rebounds and 3 assists. And he does the heavy lifting on the glass, throwing himself into the rebounding battle with just complete effort.
Well, you get the feeling he believes every rebound should be his, and most of them are. This guy is putting up tremendous numbers.
Okogie's checked in for Minnesota. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. And too long on the shot.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
And Kevin Knox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Knicks on defense. 8-point game. Towns. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Well, so effective with that jump shot. Karl-Anthony Towns is a problem on the offensive end.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Knicks.
And now, in his second year of coaching the Knicks, David Fizdale putting more of a stamp on this team, changing the mindset of the franchise.
Well, the New York Knicks hired David Fizdale to steer the ship with a group of young players. And I want you to think back to where he earned his stripes. That was with the LeBron James and Dwayne Wade championship Miami teams. So he knows culture and he knows winning.
And you gotta love the mindset of Robert Covington when he plays defense. So active with his hands and feet, rarely gets fooled on any up fakes or jab steps.
Free throw drops for Covington. You know, it's easy to see why, Greg, Covington has been named to first-team all-defense in the past.
The team is noticeably different when his defensive presence is missing. I mean, rare to find a perimeter player who is as good as him, both on and off the ball.
Good on both.
What a terrific story Robert Covington is. Gets undrafted out of college, goes to the G League and becomes an MVP, and now one of the very best defenders in the NBA. Truly an incredible journey.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. A lot of competitors in this league, Doris, and you've got to be that way to play at this level. And I know you have a list of competitors that you admire a lot.
It's those guys, Kevin, who have that insatiable desire to win. The guys who absolutely despise losing, who it almost hurts. It's painful physically. Giannis Antetokounmpo is driven to be great. He wants an NBA championship. LeBron James has got multiple titles and continues to pursue greatness. What I love about great NBA players, it's never enough, Kevin.
At some numbers here for Randall. Coming off a terrific season, 19th in scoring, and he was among the top 20 rebounders in the league. Never shy about throwing his weight around in the paint.
Yeah, and like you said, one of the better scorers in the NBA last season, a tireless worker on the offensive end. He could be even better this season. Here's Trier. And that time, also a missed shot.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
With a break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second-chance points last year. In the third spot, the Timberwolves.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
New York leading by 4. Inside, Randall with the bucket. Randall's got his third bucket of the night. And here are the Timberwolves. Big stretch here going 10-2. Here's Trier. Teague covering. Shoots the 3. The shot by Trier, no good. Timberwolves trail by 6. And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for New York. Portis comes in for Julius Randle. And Ellington is subbed in for Kevin Knox. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Jake Layman's checked in for Robert Covington. Now, here is Bell. And when you think of Jordan Bell, you think of a do-it-all big man.
Specifically, how strong he is on defense. Great timing for blocking shots, good hands, and can guard anybody out on the floor. Can finish plays as well when moving at the hoop.
No good on that one.
I think one thing you have to love about the Timberwolves, their aggression on the offensive end. This is a team that has been top 10 in free throw attempts over the last 8 years. And when they get to the line, they do convert.
Morris is checked in for the Knicks. And the second free throw, good. And part of why the Wolves get to the line so much, they take a lot of two-point shots.
And that's a trade-off, right, Kev? We all know the analytics like the three-point shot. They like restricted area twos. But the best way to get to the line is to challenge the teeth of that defense. You can't do that from 25 feet away, guys.
Here's Layman. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Stripped away. Here's Okogie. Here with the rebound.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
In the corner, it's Ellington. Back to Trier. From outside, off the mark. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 15-6 run.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. The Knicks with the lead. Passes it to Portis. Poked away. From past the arc. Minnesota with the rebound. Vonleh's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Okogie. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against New York. And Doris last season, rookie Josh Okogie ended up contributing more than the franchise thought he would.
Yeah, he was terrific as a 3-and-D player for the Wolves. This guy could end up being the steal of the draft, sort of in that Robert Covington mold.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Doris, you've covered so many great basketball players over your many years in this business. As a player, coach, and now broadcaster, who has been your favorite athlete to watch or cover or report on?
All right, Kevin, you know I can't possibly name one, so I'm going to just throw several names out there. LeBron James has overcome so many challenges as a young person, even before his NBA career. So his story is absolutely incredible and inspirational. How about Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers in the history of the NBA? Or Damian Lillard, who has proven so loyal to his fan base and organization and is one bad man when a game is on the line in the playoffs.
And he finishes nicely on the layup. Okogie's got 6.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
And New York making a change here. Bullock's checked in. Gorgui Dieng's checked in for the Timberwolves. Portis kicks to Ellington. Morris outside. The steal. And now here comes Teague leading the break. He makes that one drop, only his second in 5 tries.
Well, Gorgui Dieng, as a big man, is an excellent passer. That's a pretty look.
Knicks trail by 3. And here is Ellington. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Layman. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Now here's Ellington. Morris outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And a breakthrough season for Marcus Morris in 2018 and 19. Career highs almost across the board.
You know, Greg, the Celtics are encouraging their players to take mental health just as seriously as their physical health. Marcus Morris brave enough to say that helped him a lot.
I mean, the Morris twins growing up in the hard streets of Philly. I mean, a lot to overcome, but by getting some help, that's exactly what Marcus is doing.
And he makes the first.
You know, there's a toughness and an energy about Marcus Morris that elevates any team he plays for. This guy is an incredible teammate.
Culver's checked in for Josh Okogie. And so he hits both.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Here's Dieng. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Now, here is Morris. Ellington, the pass to Gibson. Shot clock at 6. And here is Portis. Good, nice job down low.
Well, the big man, Taj Gibson, pretty assist there, Kevin.
T kicks to Zhang. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Knicks trail by 3. Here's Portis, and Portis throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
New York shooting it officially from the get-go. They're at 52% from the field. Bullock passes to Ellington. The pass to Bullock for 3. It's rebounded by Vonleh. Vonleh's got his 6th rebound on the night. Down low, here's Zhang, and finished off by Zhang.
Well, how about the aggressiveness at the point of attack? Zhang finishing like he means it.
Here's Ellington. Comes up empty down low.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The Timberwolves have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. Free throw drops for Culver.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Knicks trail by 8. Now Ellington. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. 4 seconds left, and it's slammed in by T.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves going into the break with a 10-point lead. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. We come back right after this.
Can't wait till I get with some.
One of the most high-powered scorers in the game, Karl-Anthony Towns, knows it's important to keep his teammates involved.
You know, everyone has to get some of the sugar, you know, so making sure you're not just being a ball hog. So I'm just always trying to make sure that I'm taking wide open shots that I think everyone on the team would love for me to take if I have the opportunity. But also at the end of the day, making sure everyone gets a chance to be in the candy shop.
Well, when you're attracting, Greg, all that defensive attention, it creates opportunities for your teammates.
And Towns wants to win big. To do that, though, it's not enough to get numbers. You've got to make your teammates better as well.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, what's your take so far on the Timberwolves?
The offense firing on all cylinders. They dominated that first period.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And New York looking at who they've got.
Take a break.
They've got Taj Gibson. Wayne Ellington is out there with Reggie Bullock. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Portis in at the center position. Free throw good for Morris.
You know, one dilemma that jumps out at me with the Timberwolves, over the years, they have been an excellent offensive rebounding team. It's the other end, the defensive backboards, where they have had some problems.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Wiggins is checked in. And Morris drops them both. And Doris, you're right. Over the last 5 seasons, the Timberwolves have been the absolute worst defensive rebounding team in the NBA.
And it's hard to understand, Kevin, because they have created second chance opportunities for themselves only to give it back on the other end. That's the kind of thing that can be demoralizing for your defense. You get a stop, but you don't finish the possession with a rebound. That can wear you out physically and mentally.
And that one, good. Ellington's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
Here's Wiggins. The rebound by Gibson. Knicks trail by 8. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Culver, and then Culver with the dunk.
How about the force there from Culver, making sure to finish with power, leaving no doubt with that finish.
Ellington dishes to Gibson. Back to Ellington. Fires from deep. And no good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns in Phoenix. And their journey is just getting started. That'll be the second of 7 straight on the road.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Over to the wing, and here's Bullock from the arc. That one's not going to go. Minnesota leading by 12. Here's Wiggins, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Wiggins has got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, this guy can do it anytime he wants. Andrew Wiggins with broad shoulders to carry the load there.
New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Guys, when you consider the New York Knicks roster, there is some talent amongst their young players. More than a handful of their guys in their first 3 years in the league. Kevin Knox, Mr. Robinson, and Mr. Dotson all could be factors for them in the future.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. And then for Minnesota. Towns comes in for Vonleh, and Robert Covington subbed in for Lehman. Barrett the pass to Knox. Six to shoot. Pulls it up. Here's Robinson, and it's Robinson with the jam.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And he comes up with the deuce. 8 points for Julius Randle.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
A baseline J. Here's Jang. There's the dish to Towns. Robinson with the block. They retain possession. Tries yet again. And it's Towns missing.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, before he became a head coach in Memphis and New York, David Fizdale spent 8 seasons as an assistant under Eric Spoelstra in Miami. Now, Spo said he's a brilliant basketball mind that has exceptional, gold standard level communication skills. One of the most talented coaches I've been around. So, Kevin, Fizdale is highly respected.
David, he sure is. Great reputation. Now getting his shot. Thank you so much.
What a quick release on Towns' jumper. That makes it hard to contest.
Knicks trail by 12. Barrett with the ball. He's got 10. Out to Smith. Randle left side. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. 10 points for Julius Randle.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. And the Timberwolves call time here.
And a breakout season for Julius Randle in 2018-19. Averaged close to 20 and 10, delivering on the talent that saw him taken 7th overall back in 2014.
And checking out some numbers for Andrew Wiggins. Some last season stats for him. Averaged 18 points per, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, that's 2 fouls on him early. He'll have to be careful not to pick up another one.
Some changes for Minnesota. Bell comes in for Gorgie Dang. And Okogie subbed in for Culver. The 3. Barrett, no good. Timberwolves leading by 10. Here's Towns. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
Wow, strong drive by Cat. What an incredible addition he is to this league.
The Knicks have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Covington with the steal. And Towns the bucket on the assist from Covington. Towns has got the lead up to 14 now for the Timberwolves. New York's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Randle with the bucket. Randle's got 12. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Makes it off the glass.
How about that concentration from Andrew Wiggins? He refuses to give in to the defense. What a finish.
The Knicks have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter. Just under 50% shooting. Robinson up top. He has 6. Feeds to Randle. And he lobs it up. And it's Robinson with the jam.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. A chance now to check out the Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards. And then on Friday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards. Smith outside. But they get it back. Robinson passes to Knox. Now here is Smith. Defense right on him. Robinson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And with the way Mitchell Robinson can protect the rim, Doris, there's a lot to like about that second-round pick.
Yeah, on draft day, Mitchell Robinson flew under the radar, but he had a great summer league. He got tremendous minutes early as a rookie. This is a great leaper, a great shot blocker, always something teams can use, both of those attributes.
Oh, take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching, and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the basement.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And
wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well.
And you look at how Towns is so effective on offense, and it's because he really has the entire package for a big man. Back to the basket, facing up, playing outside or in, off the bounce or on the catch. This guy can do it all.
First free throw is good. And Greg, as you said, it's the skill level of Towns at his young age that is so incredible.
Very capable three-ball shooter, but he likes backing you down on the block as well. You step back and look at what he can do for a team, and there aren't really any holes in his game.
And Towns drops them both.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
That's tipped. Here's a Kogi, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Here's Randall. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. 14 points for Julius Randall.
And this is what they're asking for from Dennis Smith Jr. Keep your eyes up and be ready to make a play for your teammates.
Towns, no luck.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Smith on the wing. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by T. Minnesota leading by 13, and it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. Now that we have a chance, let's go to the 2K leaderboard and reveal last season's top shot blockers. You look at Robinson, second in the NBA, a great defender.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
Smith for three. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
When Dennis Smith makes the three, it's going to draw the defense out and open driving lanes. Nice shot there.
Here's Towns. Bell trying to break loose, and Towns gets it to go. Towns has got 21 in the game. Knicks trail by 12. Trier passes to Smith. Back to Trier. Goes back up. And Randall throws it down.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And Towns gets it to go.
If Karl-Anthony Towns is feeling it, he will command the basketball. And as a coach, that's what you're hoping for.
Smith, no luck. And it's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for the Timberwolves. And it's Towns penetrating, and the rebound goes to the Knicks. Robinson's got 5 rebounds tonight, and the call will be against Jeff Teague. That is his first foul of the game. Morris is checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Minnesota also with the sub. Onley's checked in. Here's Smith. He has 5. New York, no good that time either.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
A different look for New York. Bobby Portis is checked in for Randall, and it's Reggie Bullock in for Barrett. Minnesota also with the sub. Layman, he's checked in for Robert Covington. Bell passes to Teague. Here's Vonleh, and he's on the money with his first shot today. And the Timberwolves lead by 12.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
New York shooting at an even 50% from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's Trier, still looking for his first bucket in this one. And it's Smith missing.
Well, you think back to last season for the New York Knicks, worst team in the league. They could muster only 17 wins. But let's be frank here. This is an organization who knew the rebuild would be a process.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Knicks trail by 14 and stolen by Jeff Teague. And the basket by Okogie. Okogie's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, an example of Jeff Teague using those quick hands to come up with key steals.
And for the Knicks, they're shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. And for the Knicks, they knew this is part of their rebuilding process.
And I think, Kevin, they made the most of their down year. This is an organization that hit the reset button with the Porzingis trade. But the one positive is I think they found several role players they might be able to utilize in the coming years.
Deep two from Trier. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Oh, man, still a goose egg for him in the scoring column.
Doubled by Smith. Here's Okogie. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. And the Knicks with possession here. And here's Bullock. Smith for three. And Layman pulls it down.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Morris kicks to Smith. Will it go? Rebounded by Bell. Bell's got his fourth rebound in this one.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
Smith outside. Trier in the corner. Bangs home the trifecta. Trier's got himself on the board with three there. Minnesota calls timeout.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Seconds left in the first half. Here's Teague. From down in the low post, it goes. Teague's got 6 points in the quarter.
Listen, that's all you can do defensively. Jeff Teague is just so clever at finishing near the cup.
It's been all about Karl-Anthony Towns for Minnesota. They've leaned on him for offense, and he hasn't let them down. He's now up to 23 points today. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Andrew, the energy and effort were apparent throughout that first half. How were you able to do it?
We had a good practice, working hard, really putting things together. Keep doing that, we can come out with a W.
Hey, thanks for your time. We appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. The first half was all about Karl-Anthony Towns. He had 23 points and 3 rebounds. He's definitely heated up over the last few games, and we're seeing some of that same recipe here tonight. And Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
When he plays with the high energy, Big Cat gives you everything you need from the center position. Points, rebounds, and rim protection. Already an elite player and still improving.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
Not pretty to watch how they get torched in the low post, Ernie. When they were playing defense in the post, you know me, Ernie. Barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. This team is going to have to up the pressure, play more physical in the second half, start a fight, throw some bowls, let's go.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Karl-Anthony Towns has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. So on the floor for Minnesota, Culver the off guard with Wiggins at the 3. Covington at the 4 with Towns in at the 5. And it's Teague in at the point guard. Now, here's Barrett. And last year, a tough one for Jeff Teague. Just couldn't put together his normal level of play.
You know, Teague missed some games with injury, but his shot just wasn't consistent. His passing and playmaking were as strong as ever, but you just couldn't rely on him to score.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. To the middle. It's deflected. Culver with the steal. Wiggins drives in. Second shot opportunity. And Towns with the lay-in good. Towns has got 27.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Here's Smith. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Well, you've got to complement that great dribble drive ability with the pull-up jumper. Go ahead, Dennis Smith. We see you working.
Here's Wiggins. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
They are just killing them on the interior.
For New York, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Timberwolves leading by 21. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season we thought the Knicks' cornerstone player was Kristaps Porzingis. But the player and the team fell out of love with each other, and the Knicks traded him to Dallas. The draft picks and cap space freed them up for a wild summer, led by the drafting of rookie R.J. Barrett in the draft. Now New York has one of the more drastically revamped rosters in the league. Kevin, there's a lot to be excited about going forward in the Big Apple.
Big moves indeed, David. Thank you.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Smith, the pass to Knox. Outside Robinson. He kicks it to Smith. Off target from outside.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
What floor awareness from Karl-Anthony Towns to be 7 foot and that skilled. How lucky is he?
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Barrett the pass to Smith. The offensive rebound and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his third personal foul.
Big man who was forgotten about during free agency, Randall could be an impact player for the Knicks.
And Knicks missed out on the marquee names they were after, but Randall should give them great production for quite some time. Not a huge name, but a young talent that can help this team.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. He's off on the second.
You think about the Timberwolves, the one thing that seems elusive for this organization has been consistency. They have had the talent. They've had good coaching. The problem is they haven't yet put those two areas together.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. And finished off by Robinson.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
For Minnesota, they've gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. And Wiggins gets it to go on the assist by T. 20 points for Andrew Wiggins. And the Wolves, Doris, one of only 11 franchises to have never won a championship. In fact, they've made the Western Conference Finals only once.
I think one of their challenges, at least in this latest run, has been they're competing with a very young core. And certainly you have added veterans to the group. The problem is the core guys have to understand how to step up when it's winning time. What we understand is playoff performance is most important.
And Towns gets it to go.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. You look at Towns, he's really been playing well.
He's just really a one-man wrecking crew down low. And with this timeout, they've got to make some adjustments because he's been steady inside.
Now to see the stats for Robinson. Last season's performance for him. Last season put up about 7 points a game, almost 2.5 blocks and 6 rebounds.
And right now for him, it's about gaining experience and continuing to develop his game.
This is a man's game, and you've got to earn your minutes in this league. This guy, his time will come eventually.
And there's the call on Karl-Anthony Towns. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
4th foul of the night. Now he needs to be smart, can't reach in and pick up something foolish.
Here's Smith. He has 7. Pass to Knox. Just 5 to shoot. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Towns. Rebound by Smith. New York's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Towns with the steal. And the layup is good. Towns has got 10 points here in the second half.
How about that big-time power move in traffic?
The Knicks shooting is leaving something to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. And it's slammed in by Teague.
Oh my goodness, the vicious dunk by Jeff Teague completes the drive with a big-time attack of the rim.
Smith feeling it out a bit. Barrett the pass to Smith. And it's off from three-point range. Minnesota with the ball. And Kevin Knox gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Taj Gibson's checked in for the Knicks.
Taj Gibson.
Towns is doubled over Randall. Towns, no luck. Knox the pass to Barrett. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Jarrett Culver.
And have to admire how hard Barrett goes. This kind of assertiveness is what makes defenders feel uneasy.
2 shot.
First one falls for him.
Well, hard to find a team more iconic in the NBA than the New York Knicks. They are a premier brand.
Greg, this is absolutely true. This is an organization that has played a few games in London that have helped them, and it hasn't seemed to matter that the team has struggled for an extended period of time. They remain a major media presence in a major market. The NBA is better when the New York Knicks are a factor.
And for a franchise searching for stability, it doesn't help that the Wolves have had a number of head coaching changes.
Well, obviously, the Wolves aren't alone in that problem, Greg. I think it can be difficult to identify just the right kind of leadership. And when you do get someone like Greg Popovich or Eric Spoelstra or Rick Carlisle, you try to hold on for dear life.
The tray. Rebound by Jang.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
When Covington stays in control on his drives, he can be so effective on the move.
New York with the ball. Pass to Randall. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And he was 73% from the line a season ago, an average number in that regard.
2.
And he can't get the first one.
They're not doing themselves any favors with their free throw shooting this half.
The Knicks making a switch here. Trier's checked in. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Jordan Bell's checked in for Robert Covington. He hits the second from the line. The Timberwolves shooting nearly 70% from the floor. They are putting on a clinic offensively. Here's Wiggins. Count that bucket. Wiggins has got 22.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Here's Trier. Back to Knox. Clock at 6. And the rejection by Jang.
Oh, the 7'3" wingspan erases that shot. Nice by Gorgie Zhang.
For the Knicks, Bobby Portis is checked in for Julius Randle. Morris comes in for Kevin Knox. And it's Reggie Bullock in for Barrett. And it's the Knicks with the ball. And the Knicks miss again. Here's Wiggins, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
And, Greg, you know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
On the wing, Morris. There's the triple. Nailed from three-point land. Morris has got 9.
Well, you can tell that Mr. Morris doesn't lack for confidence. This guy is ready to shoot as soon as it touches his hands.
New York's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Again, the miss by Morris.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. He just bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right here. Here's Trier, and he makes the 8-footer. Trier's got his second basket of the night.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
And the basket by Okogie.
Boy, the consistency he's had tonight has been impressive. Really steady from the field.
Poke loose, and it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
Still Knicks ball.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession.
Knicks ball.
And for the Knicks, they're shooting 43% from the floor. Here's Trier. He's got 5. Morris into the lane. Bell with the block.
Well, the high motor, versatile defender, Jordan Bell, twice on the pipes.
Now Culver, 7 points in the game. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 9.
Well, this is the first full year now for Ryan Saunders. Let's remember he was hired by Minnesota full-time after an interim stint last season. And boy, did the players love playing for him.
And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Jake Layman's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. Morris outside. Some nice passing by New York here. Bullock kicks to Morris. Just 5 on the clock. There's Trier with the 3. Rebound by Okogie. And as we know, Doris, Ryan Saunders, the son of the late, great Minnesota legend, Flip Saunders.
Well, certainly the family has history with the organization, but in no way did Ryan Saunders get the job due to name only. This guy proved he can get wins from this Minnesota roster last year. For Saunders, he's known as a player development guy, and the ability to handle superstars is part and parcel to the job.
Back to Trier. There's the 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Bell's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Okogie. That one drops for him. Okogie's got 8 points here in this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Passes it to Bullock. Lets it go from deep. Connects from three-point range.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the three. It's really that simple, guys.
Here's Okogie. Score the basket for his 10th make. 10 for 12. 83% accuracy.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
To the wing right side. Near the three-point line, it's Bullock. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
New York shooting 35% or so in the third quarter. Whatever they're trying is not working.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Here's Culver. Here's Okogie. A stupendous finish in traffic. Okogie's got 26 points.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
54 seconds left in the third. Back to Bullock. Launches a three. Knocks down the three ball. Bullock's got 6 points.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it, Greg? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
The Knicks shooting for the game at 42%. Trier passes to Morris. Over to the left wing. And a wide open look for Portis. And the three off target. The Timberwolves shooting an unbelievable 70%. You won't see a performance like this too often. Here's Culver. They get it back. Here's Bell. Gibson with the steal. Morris, left side, for the three, and he's good on the three ball. Morris has got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, this is why Mr. Morris is out there. The ability to drain the shot from long distance and spread the floor.
It's good. It's been all about Karl-Anthony Towns for the Minnesota Timberwolves. His work on the glass was outstanding in that quarter. Great rebounding. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Payton with the ball. They've got Portis. Wayne Ellington is out there with Elfrid Payton. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Bullock in at the three, the small forward. That's the 5 for New York right now. Here's Jang. The shot misses. So New York will take it the other way. Bullock dishes to Morris. Payton outside. Fires the three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's Layman. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Layman's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Timberwolves. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Dotson's checked in for Reggie Bullock.
Damian Dotson.
And here's Napier over Payton. Here's Vonleh. Finds the open look, and it's on target.
And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
Payton passes to Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Well, what you want to see from Elfrid Payton are floor general skills on full display. Finds the open teammate. Nice.
Graham with the bucket.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
And the pass to Ellington from downtown. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Vonleh's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And there's the foul. It'll go on Damian Dotson. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Bates Diop's checked in. And so Payton will bring it up for New York. Here's Morris. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. 16 points for Marcus Morris.
Well, this guy's a capable scorer from the interior. Marcus Morris, adept at using that size and touch to his advantage.
Here's Bates Diop, and the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Julius Randle's checked in for New York. Timberwolves have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. And it's Napier missing. New York's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Dotson the pass to Morris. Back to Dotson. No one near Payton as he lets it go. But they'll get another chance.
Wow, just getting all the luck right now, it seems. Good bounce.
The Timberwolves shooting 57% in this fourth quarter. And Bates Diop gets it to go.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
The Knicks have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Morris, terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Layman gets the bucket.
That pass was about the location, puts it perfectly into the hands of his teammate.
The Knicks have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. And they double up Payton. Morris outside. Dotson in the corner. Teardrop shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Dotson's got his first points of the game.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
And again, it's Minnesota.
Slow rotation there defensively, and he gets a wide open look from mid-range.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
Randle with the bucket.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot, but right now this guy is cooking.
Minnesota calls timeout. We're seeing some great shooters with length, tall players shooting from outside. That seems to be the rage right now, but when you look in your crystal ball, Doris, what might be the next player trend in the NBA?
So we saw the evolution of big men as three-point shooters, men being able to enter the league as sort of back to the basket, consistent rebounding forces out of the post, now stepping away and becoming threats as face-up scorers. To me, one of the most intriguing young players in the league right now is Nikola Jokic. Here's a 7-foot guy who is a tremendous playmaker. His instinct is to pass more than it is to score. So you wonder, is that the next evolution of big men? And then the other thing, Kevin, you are starting to see offensive rebounding went away as a focal point of teams in the NBA. You are starting to see teams go back after the offensive glass. Does that continue?
Second chance is a big statistic, isn't it?
It is.
For Minnesota, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. And it's Graham missing. For New York, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing.
You see, you can't be too physical with Marcus Morris. This guy is so strong, and he's so good at drawing the foul.
And the ability to stretch the floor from the power forward spot, Doris, becoming almost a requirement. That's worked out well for Marcus Morris.
Boy, when he comes into the league, Kevin, 2011, he was viewed as that classic tweener. That at one point was a negative level. The game has now shifted his direction because of his versatility.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Doris, we know historically the Celtics, the only franchise to ever have a four-peat, 4 straight championships. Do you think at some point we're going to see another?
I'm not sure there can be in today's NBA, Kevin, and there are a number of different contributing factors. Number one, the salary cap implications that happen. Number two, look at the Golden State Warriors, who were well positioned for a three-peat. And yet, as you know, luck plays a small part in an NBA championship. Luck relative to injuries. You see Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant both get lost in the midst of an NBA Finals.
True.
This is it's challenging enough to go back-to-back. Forget about four-peat.
Here's Payton. Can't hit that one. And Minnesota now the other way. Here's Bates Diop. Here's Graham. And the layup falls. Graham's got 4 this quarter.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
And so Payton will bring it up for the New York Knicks. New York, no good that time either.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again. And
the wide open shot from Morris. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession.
Still Knicks ball.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
Timeout. Sorry. Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City dancers. Go on and give it up.
Karl-Anthony Towns checked in for the Timberwolves. Morris inside. Out to Payton. Beyond the arc. Hits the three-point bomb. Payton's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, this is an area of his game that he's continuing to work on. Elfrid Payton's three-point shooting getting better and better.
And Towns gets it to go.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
They get a hand on it. That one good for 2. Towns has got 37.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Towns with the steal. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Elfrid Payton.
Well, he's got moves and counter moves inside. Towns makes the defender pick his poison.
Doris, when you look at the success of international players, and the league has a litany of very good international players, Doncic being the latest success story. Is the perception changing about these kids when they come from overseas and play in the NBA?
Well, one of the greatest, and then to me, the greatest international player of all time, Dirk Nowitzki, a Hall of Fame player, probably changed the perception to start with. Now, listen, over the years, Luka is going to have perhaps a Hall of Fame career if he stays healthy. The reality is this. The NBA is looking for the best players to man those 15 roster spots of the 30 NBA teams. It doesn't matter where you're from, what the color of your skin is. If you can play the game of basketball and play it at the highest level, the NBA wants you to be a part of their league.
The Knicks have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Lets a floater go, and it's laid in by Payton. Payton's got 5 points now this quarter.
How about the soft release on the floater by Elfrid Payton? To me, that's a necessary skill for a point guard in today's NBA. This guy has been unstoppable. It has not mattered at all what the defense throws at him. He's had an answer.
Pass to Morris. Ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. Dotson in the corner, jacks up a three. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Bates Diop. It's good on the putback.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And so here is New York. Here's Morris. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got 5 assists in the game.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period. What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Towns with the steal. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Payton outside. Here's Dotson. And again, it's New York.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Towns, the pass to Bates Diop. Lays it up off the glass. Bates Diop's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Payton the bounce pass. Morris got it. Good job in the low post.
It's really clear to me that Marcus Morris has an unshakable belief in his ability to score at will.
Outside, Towns. Towns is doubled. Over Randall. Second chance shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Elfrid Payton.
Shooting for Minnesota, Keita Bates-Diop. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Dwyer, when you look at draft eligibility requirements, it is a very fluid topic with a lot of different ways it could go, a lot of moving parts. Where do you stand?
I'll tell you the truth, Kevin. I'm conflicted about this because I believe there is real value to the college experience. There's high-level coaching across the game at the collegiate level, but I also believe that young men who have talent should be able to, when they are eligible, decide when they want to become professionals. So, listen, I'm sort of in the middle. There are legitimate arguments to be had for both sides. What I hope, regardless, is we get the best players in the league, and that's certainly going to happen whenever it happens.
He gets that one. Towns has got 45 points.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
The Knicks shooting 53% from the field in the fourth quarter. Can't ask for more than that from your offense. And the shot goes down.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And the dunk by Towns.
Look out below, an airmail special by Cat.
They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Pass to Layman. Here's Towns. Good on the shot. Towns has got 49 points in the game.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Payton outside. Passes it to Gibson. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
Well, you combine size, aggression, and toughness, and you get Taj Gibson. My goodness, nicely done.
And it's Towns penetrating. And another one falls. Amazing. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
And so it's New York with it. Here's Dotson. To the paint. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
And it's Towns missing. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Wasted no time on that one. Dotson's got 6 points in the quarter. The Timberwolves shooting 69%, showing you what a well-oiled offense looks like tonight.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
The pass to Morris. Doris, basketball continues to gain in popularity around the world, doesn't it? It's amazing to me.
It does. Adam Silver, the commissioner, has said, I believe we can be the #1 spot in the world. Obviously, they'd have to overcome the soccer, and that's popularity. But think about this, Kevin, how inclusive a game basketball is. And the love spans across gender, race, ethnicity, religious affiliation. And the best part about the game of basketball is this, Kevin. When you're growing up and trying to get better, you need a ball, you need a hoop, and you need you, and you don't need anything else.
That is so well said.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Timberwolves.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat.
Child, please.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. And that one, good.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question, GA. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Cuts off the pass. And here's the break. Here's Ellington. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Well, Damian Dotson in his second season, this guy was able to get on the floor at a consistent rate and show that he could be a solid contributor.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Karl-Anthony Towns.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Here's Layman. He's guarded by Bullock. Took him no time at all on that one.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Here's Payton trying to get open as Gibson off with the layup. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Lets it fly from 18. Dotson with the rebound. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And timeout call by Ryan Saunders. Guys, your thoughts?
And they've got this one just about wrapped up.
It's not completely over, and they know that. But if they carry out their game plan, they should be golden.
And so here is New York, and they go to the intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul. At the line for your Knicks, Damian Dotson. At the line for 2.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
And the first one at the line is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Now here's Napier, covered by Payton. And it's blocked. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession. Nine seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it's Napier missing. And so they foul intentionally.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for New York, Damian Dotson. At the line for 2.
2.
And the first one drops. Both good from the line that time. No good. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Andrew, an impressive win for you guys. How will you look back on tonight?
It feels great, I think the whole team played great. We shared the ball, we grabbed rebounds, we made big possessions, so I think it was a great game.
Hey, Andrew, congrats again. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. and we'll see you next.